So I usually don't like going over console wars, mainly cause I don't care about it, but this time it's another exception because as you may not know, the Sony fanboys have stooped to a whole new low where they essentially have created their own cult, like a literal church of PlayStation. And the guy we'll be looking at today is one of the top people involved in this said cult, which by the way, the name of this cult is the Royal Order of Pegasus Nation. And in this video that I'm responding to, one of the top members, known as Optimus Code, is basically explaining the origins of Pegasus Nation. And you know what guys, this is a really stupid origin story, so why don't we take a laugh together and watch this shit.
Hey, it goes one for the money.
This guy is trying way too hard to be cool.
2 for the show. 3 to get ready. Now here we go. Hey, look, there is so much envy out there about the Pegasus Nation.
I don't think you know what envy is, because as far as I'm concerned, literally everyone outside of Pegasus Nation is mocking you for forming this cult of yours.
So much misinformation out there about the Pegasus Nation.
Oh no, people are lying about my PlayStation cult. Well, if that's the case, then I hope you elaborate on that, because if you don't, then you're just gonna further prove their point that you're talking out of your ass.
I think it's time for me to go ahead and take a few minutes to tell the real story of the Pegasus Nation for the people, for the community, for the real ones.
Like I said, this man is trying way too hard to be cool. You guys ever notice that I stopped using my intro? It's pretty much pointless, so I stopped using it because I want to go straight to the point. You know, that's something a lot of people on here are not capable of.
Hey. I hope everyone is finding creative ways to keep it gaming.
There's creative ways now? I thought all you had to do was sit on your ass and mash some buttons. What's there to be creative about it? You gonna play games upside down or suck on your own dick while playing on Xbox? Are you fucking retarded? I know you're a pony, but come on man, use your fucking brain for a moment.
I know how life can make it difficult to find time to get your gaming time in.
Fucking touch some grass, you loser. Why would we bother trying to find time to game when we have lives outside of it? Do you have a job besides being tech genius in your little stupid cult?
Did you know that this channel has been in existence for less than 3 months? And there are already at least 35 videos made about us already. These goofy fanboys have so much to say about Pegasus Nation.
Well, yeah, people do have a bunch to say about Pegasus Nation. I mean, no shit. Did it ever occur to you that the idea of a PlayStation cult is a bit fucking retarded? Come on, Pony. Use your brain for a fucking moment. Oh wait, my bad. I'm asking too much from him.
And yet, and they have no idea what we ever even is.
They have no idea what we ever even is. What? I am confused by your counterpoint, man. Do you even know how to do proper grammar? Did you have a little aneurysm there? Is that why you're wording things weird? I thought you were a tech genius, man. You could have easily edited that out. Guess you're not much of a tech genius after all.
They know nothing about us. But again, you know, this is nothing to be surprised about, right? It's just typical fanboy behavior that we're all used to by now.
Ironic.
That's all they do is pretend to be experts about things they know nothing about.
Also ironic.
If you ask 10 different people what is Pegasus Nation, you'll get 10 different answers and all 10 of them will be wrong.
Yeah, because you're irrelevant. That's why they will get their answers wrong. Because nobody gives a fuck about your stupid PlayStation cult besides the fact that Pegasus Nation is a huge laughingstock.
So it's time that we set the record straight about Pegasus Nation. If you end up enjoying what you listen to,
and I'm not, so I'm just gonna skip this part.
So the Pegasus Nation actually had its beginnings in the console wars.
Well, duh.
Ah yes, it all started because of the console wars. Is anyone surprised?
Yep, it all started with the console wars but not in the way that you think. So the start of Pegasus Nation actually started with the Slur Pony.
Oh, is that the kind of stretch you're going for in this video? Sony Pony is a slur? Jesus, this is sad. Sorry that you get offended by the Slur Pony, but I'm gonna keep calling you a pony just because I can, and there's nothing you can do about it. Call me racist if you will, cause I won't stop.
That was created by Z as a tool to be used in the imaginary console wars.
I find it ironic that you're calling the console wars imaginary, which yeah, they are, but you still like being a part of it. I'm gonna have to ask you to
keep that same energy.
The Slur Pony caught on, and every console warrior used the Slur Pony to identify gamers who game on PlayStation. Z created another term as well. He created the term Xbox, which was also a slur, and it was for gamers who game on Xbox.
Even major gaming publications know what a bot is and what a pony is. Now, when it comes to the console wars, there are many variants of the console wars.
AKA, there are many variants of retardation.
The most prevalent and the variant that I personally enjoy in is the one where you have a rival and you trash talk back and forth and make jokes, and you roast each other's gaming decisions, and you roast the other platform, and you roast any news on the other platform, and they do the same thing back to you, and it's just fun, right? Like you have to have a rival. So it's literally speaking like this is your rival in the console wars.
Oh yeah, that's great. Some petty squabble about some pieces of plastic. I'm glad that you have fun with it.
Problem with this though, and it really is a problem, is that sometimes people take it too far and they get carried away with it, and then people stop having fun with it and they start to take it too seriously.
Oh my fucking god, the irony in that statement. You literally formed your own cult just to defend a piece of plastic. How is that not taking it too far, you fucking pony?
So, what does this have to do with Pegasus Nation? Well, since the beginning of gaming, and I've been gaming longer than all of y'all, it's almost impossible to only champion one gaming platform when you've been around from the beginning. And so you never have limited yourself to just one platform. But while I game on everything, when it comes to the jokes and taking a side to have a rival.
Wait a minute, you game on everything? But I thought the best experiences were only on PlayStation. Oh man, you just got exposed as a traitor to the Pegasus Nation! Optimus Code! In the name of the Emperor, you will be punished for your crimes! You have betrayed the kings of PlayStation and are sentenced to death! Sorry, I got a little excited there.
In that fight, I definitely used to group with the Xbox side.
Well, that's a shame, because here's the thing. You could have just, I don't know, stuck to both consoles and ignore the fanboys. But no, here you are being one-sided and a lunatic to the point where you were with the Xbox before. Now you form a religious Sony Pony orgy.
Mostly. Used to. Mostly. Need to say that again. I mostly used to group with the Xbox, and the thing is that like I would just make jokes about whatever happened to be funny at whatever was going on at the time. I would make jokes about Xbox, I would make jokes about PlayStation. Just whatever I thought was funny, I was making jokes about it. And people would call me bots, and people would call me ponies, because they didn't know how to handle me, because they were not used to someone making jokes about both sides.
Sorry, Sony Pony, but I got distracted by your shitty editing in this part. I really don't understand how Pegasus Nation thinks of you as a tech genius.
But my allegiance was really to the Xbox side, because this is where my guys and my team, and I definitely wanted the PlayStation guys. They were just so aggressive, and I was tired of them always winning and all of this stuff. So I definitely was aligned myself with the Xbox group.
And so I wasn't ever a pony or a Xbot.
Yeah, you were. You were literally talking about how you sided with the Xbox earlier. And ironic how you say you were never a Sony pony, even though you're part of a PlayStation cult. Also, come to think of it, what's the quote-unquote slur for PC gamers? Do you guys just make up slurs for every gaming demographic?
And the reason why, even though people would call me that, I never identified with those terms because those terms were reserved for the most extreme and the most zealous of the console warriors.
You know, when I think of someone that can call out others for being overzealous over a piece of plastic, I totally think of someone that is part of a literal PlayStation cult.
To be called a pony, it means you took it way beyond the fun and the banter, and you were starting to taking it way too seriously, and you actually believe that Xbox was trash.
Again, if you were not part of this stupid cult, I would actually agree with you. But seeing as how you're part of this group, which believes that only the best experiences are only on PlayStation, I have no choice but to call you a hypocrite.
Because once they elevate you to bot or they elevate you to pony, it is an insult. It's no longer fun.
And if that's the case, then why do you even bother having these rivals of yours? Because as far as I'm concerned, that's what happens literally every time.
Now, through a string of coincidences, I started hanging out more with the PlayStation console warrior.
Which further proves my point that you're contradicting yourself, because you called out these console warriors for lying about Pegasus Nation even though you are literally siding with other console warriors. Fucking dumbass, get your shit together and realize for a fucking moment that you're being a fucking hypocrite.
But I would never align myself with the term pony.
It doesn't matter if you don't align yourself to that term, because you still are, considering the fact that you're involved in a group that worships PlayStation and calls out Xbots.
So my allegiances were with the PlayStation guys, and we got stronger and started hanging out together. The relationship got stronger and stronger.
But I refuse to identify with that slur, pony.
Okay, Chief Justice, I thought you were the one to bring bots to justice in front of the people. Tell me again how you don't identify as a pony?
So a lot of people think that I came up with the term Pegasus or Pegasus Nation, or they try to say I stole it from someone. I don't even know. I've seen like 4 or 5 different people who trying to get clout saying that they started the nation Pegasus. That, oh my God, that couldn't be further from the truth. The person that came up with the term Pegasus and Pegasus Nation was Rock.
Because think about this, Gran Turismo is now in Olympics.
Oh yeah.
What better way, right? What better way to showcase your technology?
We're Olympians.
These facts.
We're no longer ponies. We are Olympians. We're Pegasus. Pegasus now. We are now Pegasus. We're no longer ponies. We're Pegasus. From now on, we will be. We have ascended to our final true form. From this point, from here on forward, we will be known as Pegasus Nation.
I will not bow to your title. I will not acknowledge you as Pegasus. You and all of your puppets will always be known as ponies, because that's all you ever amount to on this platform. You're mindless worshippers that bend over to a piece of plastic, and you spurk to others that disagree with you all because they have a different preference. You're nothing to me but troglodytes with no cohesive thought. You are embarrassments to the gaming industry. You're outcasts. You're morons. Your beliefs baffle me, and you should shroud yourselves into darkness, where you belong. Fuck it, I'm done. If you guys want a summary of what he rambles about, he just goes on about how Pegasus is a cool name, he complains about console wars, something about sexism and racism, and yeah, that's it. That's all he talks about. I'm done. Why are you still here? Get out of here, man. I mean it. Get out.